Well, here we're at the main tomb. We're going to look at where some dead people were kept. So let's go.
Inside of the courtyard and keep evil thing outside the courtyard.
Our guide Sweet Lee was incomprehensible in her descriptions of the architecture, and that's if you could get her off her mobile phone.
Okay, and the construction was lasting about 14 years, and the workers built this house without use any nail. So the house was only supported by this kind of pillar. Yeah, and each of these pillar was made of one piece of tree. This kind of tree have a name about golden tree, golden pillar, because have the same price with gold. It's very expensive. And every this kind of tree have more than 500 years old. They all carried from Guangdong province near Hong Kong, it's very hot, to Beijing. And it was cost the workers about 9 years only to carry the pillars from Guangdong to Beijing. And also adds the history about that house, so 600 years old. They have more than 1,000 years history, so they have all the treasure in China. And the statue, the corporate statue, that is the Emperor Zhu Di, who moved the capital from Nanjing to Beijing. He also is a very famous emperor in Chinese history. He once said a very famous sentence as black cat, white cat, no matter which color he has, as long as he can catch moth, is a good cat. Have you heard before? And 600 years later, Chairman Deng Xiaoping said again for Hong Kong within China, for two kind of a society, right? One is China and the other one is Britain. Right? So I will give you 5 minutes to take picture in front of the statue. Later I will lead you to visit the staff, bury the emperor together. Okay?
Did you get all that? With only time for just a couple of photos, Miss Lee led our little group into the garden.
The Seoul Tower. And the Seoul Tower actually is the worker to build a small hall to house the tablet for the emperor, the mark, covering with the name of the emperor. And behind the Seoul Tower, the tablet, that is the actual tomb. So that's a natural mountain. So that's a longevity mountain. So actually tomb for the emperor. So the emperor was buried underground of that mountain, the tomb. So right now you can just take the right way to upstairs and take the left way to downstairs to take picture. So I will give you 20 minutes to go upstairs to take picture.
And with our watches all synchronized and the meter running, we headed up to the Emperor's tomb.
This symbolic structure is named the Seoul Tower and was originally carved from wood but later changed to stone in the Ming Dynasty. Here, 13 out of the 17 emperors were ceremoniously laid to rest between 1368 to 1644.
Well, that was very interesting. All these Chinese grave robbers, really, because they never heard of the phrase "rest in peace." They just want to dig them out and put them on screen.
And after the trip to the Ming tombs was completed, Miss Lee announced that the tour, or, for the use of a better word, endurance test, was finally over. The next day we headed back to Tiananmen Gate, but this time, instead of going through it, we wanted to see what the views were like from the top of it.
Well, we just went into Tiananmen Gate. It cost us £2 for the two of us. There's a hell of a queue, and there's lots of crowds here, so let's And the fascist regime is still in, left for me, right for me.
Đa thường gì trước kìa.
Once again, we've reached a point where we can't take any more photographs, so I'm just going to have to just bear with us for a minute. Here we are on top of Tiananmen Gate, and it's a pretty impressive sight. And just over to my right here, your left, is a fabulous view of Tiananmen Square.
As we took in the breathtaking view of the square, we could see the Museum of Chinese Revolution on the left, which we had visited just the other day. To the right stood the Great Hall of the People, which we had planned to see later on in the week.
We're good in, we can't take photos and we can't film, so we don't want to.
Even though we couldn't film inside, we were both stunned by the craftsmanship of the building from the outside. With its flawless designs and intricate patterns, it was hard to believe that this place was constructed in 1420.
Yet for all its pleasures on the human eye, there was still a strong political feeling of communism that was surrounding the building, with guards scrutinizing your every move.